Kamakailan lamang ay opisyal ng inilunsad ang Department of Science and Technology Negros Island Regional Office upang mas mapalawig pa at mas mapabilis ang pagpapatupad ng mga science and technology innovations sa lalawigan ng Visayas.
At kaugnay nga po niyan ay makakasama po natin ang OIC Regional Director ng DOST Negros Island Region na si Engineer Rowen Gelonga. Magandang umaga po, Engineer, at welcome dito sa may Rise and Shine Pilipinas.
Yes, good morning. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Thank you po.
Yes, Engineer. Good morning nga po. Si Patrick po ito. Sa pagbubukas po ng Regional Office ng DOST sa Negros, ano ang key priorities at initiatives ng bagong DOST NIR Office?
Well, essentially po, yung ating priorities will still align with the priorities of the Department of Science and Technology in general. So, hindi naman po as if we are creating new provinces or new operations, but rather we are just reorganizing the operations of the Department of Science and Technology in accordance po sa ating Negros Island Region Law, which was passed into law by the President, or rather signed into law by the President last year, noong June 11, 2024. So, we will still align with the priorities of DOST, particularly in the 4 pillars na binibigyan po ng priority ng ating Secretary, which are in the areas of human well-being, wealth creation, wealth protection, at saka po sustainability. So the projects will still be the same, but of course, we have to take into consideration the priority economic sectors also of Negros Island region. And doon kami may konting calibration because as we know, Negros Island region is the biggest producer of sugar in the country. So more than 50% of our sugar production is actually produced by both Negros Occidental as well as Negros Oriental. We have more than 50% of the lands there devoted to sugar cane production. And because of that, we will be giving special focus on the sugar industry, among many other things.
Well, sir, maaari niyo po bang ibahagi ang timeline ng full operation ng DOST NIR Office?
Well, essentially po, yung ating DOST NIR Office has already been formally and officially established last month, no? January 10. That is when we created officially the Negros Island region by way of a special order signed by DOST Secretary Vineso Didong. So kumuha na po tayo ng ilang personnel ng DOST 6 tsaka ilang personnel ng DOST 7 and they are now comprising the interim regional office of DOST. So as far as we are concerned, fully operational na po yung ating DOST NIR office. However, we have to take note that hindi pa po kasali sa ating national budget this year, 2025, ang NIR. So what is now happening is that we are not only deploying organic personnel from the 2 regional offices, as mentioned before, but we are also using the budget of DOST 6 as well as DOST 7. But just the other day, we also had a meeting with all the regional directors and designated heads of the government agencies in NIR, and we are now preparing the budget, talaga separate budget of NIR for 2026.
Sir, isa nga po sa ilulunsad ninyo sa Negros ay ang DOST iHub. Paano po ba masusuportaan ng iHub yung innovation, research at technology transfer sa rehiyon ng Negros?
Well, yung iHub or yung Innovation Hub natin is a priority project also of our Secretary. And yung katuyuan talaga nito is really to ensure that viable ideas, yung ating mga R&D outputs, as well as other innovations, not only by our researchers, inventors, but even our students, will actually be considered and assisted so that they become innovative startups. So we know full well the importance of business and industry growth and development in the country. So kailangan natin suportahan yon. And what we intend sa iHub is really to create a space where people can talk to each other, can actually consult DOST about their ideas, and hopefully they can be assisted so that they become they become innovative startups that can be further nurtured by the DUST. No? So, yun talaga yung purpose niya, which is really to convert yung ating mga ideas, yung ating mga research outputs into viable business enterprises later on. So that these enterprises, which are very innovative, can really support the growth and development of the Philippine economy. So yun talaga yung gusto nating mangyari, and Western Visayas as well as NIR has been at the forefront of establishing the first innovation hubs in the country.
Well, sir, maaari niyo po bang ipaliwanag kung ano yung kahalagahan ng Metals and Engineering Innovation Center sa Negros Oriental State University at maging sa TUP Visayas?
Tama po yan. As I have mentioned earlier, although we are helping all the other economic sectors in Negros Island region, but there is a special focus to be made with regards to the sugar industry. Kasi yung ating Negros Island region is very dependent also on this economic sector. As mentioned, we account for more than 50% of the sugar production in the country, and more than 50% of the agricultural land in Negros Island region is devoted to sugarcane production. And because of that, we need to really level up the competitiveness of the sugar industry among other priority sectors of the national government, of course, and of the local government units. No? And that is where the MEIC comes in very critically. Kasi ito ating mga Metals and Engineering Innovation Center, magkaroon yan ng mga focus depending on the priority sectors ng ating mga provinces. And so, itong ating MEIC both for Negros Oriental, located in Dumaguete, as well as in Negros Occidental, located sa Talisay, will essentially be focusing on how to support the metals and engineering requirement of the sugar industry at all stages ng ating industry. No? So, among others, we would like to develop agricultural machinery that will address yung productivity requirement ng ating mga sugarcane growers. And then down the line, papunta tayo dyan sa pag-supply ng mga parts and components ng ating mga sugar mill. We have noted, for example, that less than 20% of the spare part requirement ng ating mga sugar mills are actually provided for or supplied by local companies. And we would like to increase that one. So just imagine if we can develop more technologies that will allow us to supply more spare part requirement dun sa ating mga sugar mill, napakalaking bagay siya sa productivity and profitability ng ating sugar industry. And of course, we are not ignoring yung requirement for other priority sectors like sa food processing, furniture production, even sa natural fibers and textile sector natin. These are things that we are also giving attention sa ating Metals and Engineering Innovation Center.
Sir, ano naman po yung nakikita ng DOST na magiging kontribusyon ng Alpha Bacolod Accelerator sa innovation ecosystem ng buo pong Negros region?
Malaki siya actually, no? Kasi parang yung ating innovative startup ecosystem, it's really talagang ecosystem siya, no? Yung sabi nga nila, if it takes it takes a village to raise a child. In the case naman ng ating innovative startup, kailangan din ng maraming players and stakeholders so that talaga man-nurture natin yung ating mga research outputs and innovative ideas finally into becoming and transforming them into viable business enterprises. So kung tignan mo talaga, para siyang mahabang process. We first start with innovative ideas that will be nurtured sa ating innovation hubs or iHubs. Pag medyo maganda na yung idea niya, and we have already seen its market potential, then we will endorse these innovative startups to our technology business incubation facilities or TBIs. And we have also one of the most number of TBIs in the country, no? So halos lahat ng universities in Western Visayas and of course NIR have already their own technology business incubation. So dito sa ating mga TBIs, dito natin siya further i-develop yung ating innovative startups. Pag medyo mature na siya and ready for the market, we can already push them to the next stage, no? So yan na yung acceleration stage natin. And we are very glad because in Negros Occidental and in Bacolod in particular, we have this accelerator program, the Alpha Accelerator, which is not only being implemented by DOST, but strongly partnered already with the city of Bacolod and other government agencies. No? So parang labas nito, para siyang chain of assistance that are being given or that is being given to our innovative startups. So we start with the innovation hubs where the initial ideas are discussed and nurtured. Ipapasok natin sa technology business incubator facilities. Pag medyo mature na siya, i-forward natin sa accelerator. Parang ready na siya for take-off talaga. And hopefully, after sa accelerator program, magiging mature na yung ating business enterprise and pwede na sila talagang maging competitive both in the local and international markets. Along the entire process, no? So within the entire process, the DOST Propel program will be assisting us. No? So just recently, DOST also launched the Propel program, which is essentially geared towards the commercialization, particularly of our research and development outputs. I would say that Bacolod City is one of the first cities ever that have an accelerator program. And yung concept talaga nito is really to further assist, particularly sa other dimensions ng being a viable startup, yung ating mga clients dito and make them more competitive in the market already.
Ayan po mga ka-RSP, muli ay nakasama natin si Engineer Rowen Gelonga mula sa DOST Negros Island Region. Maraming salamat po, sir, and stay safe.
Maraming salamat, sir.
Thank you everyone, and good morning again.